Now available in paperback and ebook. The Man Who Rules the World. John Haynes must bring together men and gods to overcome a threat that seeks to destroy the planet. The Man Who Rules the World. Now available in paperback and e-readers everywhere. I recently received a comment on my video, Prince Harry is a Man in Crisis, where an individual wanted to say that I had some sort of issue with Meghan Markle. Now, I have no issue with Meghan Markle. When I call her the Duchess of Ratchetness, I call her the Duchess of Ratchetness based on the actions she has participated in as related to the emasculation of Prince Harry, and I call her the Duchess of Ratchetness as related to the silly and ratchet scheme she has participated in, leaving the royal family and thinking that she can go out here and be an independent woman and throwing away an opportunity at the best life she was ever been given. Now, when it comes to your Prince Harry, my issues with Prince Harry are the fact that he doesn't understand the situation he's in, and what he doesn't understand is that he is in a situation where he doesn't see that his relationship is headed towards a complete and utter end. Because your Prince Harry, who currently resides in Tyler Perry's mansion, doesn't understand that this is just not a good look for a man. A man residing in another man's home with his wife and children is in a position of weakness, because when you have a man, he is supposed to be the head of household, he is supposed to be the leader, he is supposed to be the protector, he is supposed to be, most importantly, the provider. And if this man is residing in another man's home and that man is providing shelter for his family, that it shows that this man is incapable of performing the God-given roles that he's supposed to perform. Because when another man has to step in and perform your duties of providing shelter for your family, providing food for your family, providing for the care of your family, that shows you are a weak man. And your Prince Harry doesn't understand how weak he's looking and how this weakness could possibly lead to the deterioration of his relationship. Because in order for a relationship to be healthy, you need the intangible of respect. And a woman just does not respect a man who has no job and is sitting there in another man's home watching him perform the duties he is supposed to be doing for his family. So your Prince Harry, he just does not understand the position he's in right now and how that position of weakness is really going to affect him in the future. Because when you have, again, a man who is in another man's home and that other man is caring for his family and providing shelter for his family, and he's just sitting there, his wife is not looking at him as someone she respects. And when a woman does not respect a man, then she's not going to love that man, because that man is not someone she is going to see as a leader, a head of household, and an authority figure she needs to regard. No, she's going to see that man in the same way she would either see a child or the way she would see a pet dog. And she's going to look down at that man instead of looking him directly in the eyes. And when she looks at that man, she's going to look at him from a position not of respect, but to start to look at him from a position of contempt. And your Tariq Nasheed made a classic video about this regarding the 7 levels of disrespect. And your Prince Harry is setting himself up to receive the 7 levels of disrespect from your Meghan Markle
the Duchess of Ratchetness, because it's clear to me that your Prince Harry did not get any life skills from his father, Prince Charles, and Prince Charles did not prepare him for the role of manhood. Yes, he is a royal, but he is not prepared for the role of a man, and he's not prepared with the male life skills to go out here and be a man, because if he were prepared with those male life skills to be a man, he wouldn't have run out of his position in the royal family. He wouldn't have left because Meghan Markle was having a problem. No, he would have checked Meghan Markle and told her that this is my program, and if you don't want to get with my program, you can hit those bricks, because this is the program I'm running, and if this is not up to your speed, then you can leave, because as the man, I am the one running the show. I am the one leading the household. I am the one in charge of the household, and this independent feminist crap that you're trying to run on me, it doesn't play with the royal family. That's what a man would have said to your Meghan Markle when she was talking about all of these issues, and then we need to leave. No, he would have told her, you need to leave because you don't want to follow the program as related to the royal family. And even if he decided to take some time and go across the pond to begin any sort of business ventures, as a man, he would not have run based on Meghan Markle's emotions. No, your Prince Harry, if he were a man, he would have said, okay, I'm going to take some time off from my duties as related to being the Duke of Sussex, and what I'm going to do is look to build ventures in the West. And that's what the only reason why a man wants to leave something like the royal family, which is a business, and he's going to do that only because he wants to build other business ventures. Because when men leave their home to establish their own home, they are coming as a warrior and a conqueror, and they're looking to build wherever they go. But your Prince Harry, because he's a beta male, he was not looking to be a leader. He was not looking to be a conqueror. He was not looking to be a builder. No, your Prince Harry was looking to submit to Meghan Markle. He was looking to follow behind this Duchess of Ratchetness, and he was looking to make her the number one in his life, and he was looking to appease and please your Meghan Markle and help her go out here and revive her dying career in Hollywood. And that just shows how weak your Prince Harry is, because a prince of the crown is not going to sit there and leave his royal duties in order for a faded, once divorced mother of one to try to revive a career that died almost 4 or 5 years ago on the D list. He's going to let her know that, look, those days are beyond you. Hollywood is a place for 20-something white females, and if you want to go out here and continue going on that road, you can go on that road on your own, but you're not going to bring down the crown with your ratchet behavior. That's what a man would have told your Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Ratchetness, when she came to him with that scheme and talked about being independent and going out here and getting a job. No, he would have checked her right there and said, if I go out here to go anywhere, I'm going as a leader, I'm going as a builder, and I'm going to build something for myself. And when I go to build something for myself, I'm going to have a foundation when I get over there in terms of business contacts who will help me work towards building and developing whatever business I want to pursue. And I'm going to go over here with a business plan using my royal name in order to do whatever needs to be done. And I'm also going to go with the blessing of my family, because when you have the blessing of your family and the crown behind you, then you have a reputation and a standard you have to follow. But your Prince Harry, even with millions of dollars, this man clearly shows me he's a man in crisis, because even with millions of dollars, he is not in a position of leadership. No, your Prince Harry is in the position of a follower. And because he's in the position of a follower, he is no different than one of these black male Pookies or Ray Rays who sit on a sofa playing PlayStation all day, and his position is the same as one of these codependent black males who live with these black women in these apartments, and they go from being a codependent child in their mother's house to being a codependent child in their girlfriend or their wife's house. And that situation is not a healthy one for a man to be in, and that is not a situation any man should want to be in. Because again, if a man does not have his woman's respect, he does not have the love that will allow him to maintain a relationship. Because when a woman sees a man sitting up in another man's house and is just sitting there, she is losing respect for you every day you are there. And over time, you're not going to get respect from that woman. What you're going to get is contempt from that woman. And that woman, she's going to start, like Tariq said, on the 7 levels of disrespect, from making little slick comments about you to going out here and getting physical with you, and then all the way to doing something like cheating on you, and then up to the ultimate, which is planning to do some harm to you. And the reason why she's going to do this is because she does not see you as a man. She does not see you as having value in her life, and she is not seeing you as someone she sees on a level of leadership, a level of authority, or sees you as someone she should regard the leadership and authority of. She doesn't see you as somebody she should follow, and because she doesn't see you as somebody she should follow, she does not see you as having a value to her life. And when she sees other men out here, and this is something Prince Harry really isn't thinking about when his wife is going out here on these go-sees and seeing all of these white producers out here, these rich producers out here with all of this money and living this lavish lifestyle. These men are out here and your wife is working around them. She's talking to them, and she's not seeing you as a prince anymore. She's seeing you as a joke, because she's not seeing you being in your God-given role as a man, as a leader, as an authority figure, a head of household, a responsible steward. She's not seeing you in those roles. No, she's seeing you, again, as somebody less than her, and she's looking at these other men out here who are making these big business deals, and that's where you start to, again, get the issues of contempt, and that's where your woman starts making plans to either cheat on you, file for divorce, and monkey branch over to one of those guys, or do something like on one of these episodes of Snapped I saw, where many of these guys end up with a horrible fate. Because if you don't understand what role respect plays in a relationship, you're going to wind up in a whole world of hurt. And your Prince Harry, because he's a beta male, he doesn't see the world of hurt he's setting himself up to be in. And that world of hurt is getting ready to start, because, again, when you have a man who is married and with a child, with no real understanding of how to make the world work, that's a man in crisis as I see it. Because even though your Prince Harry has millions of dollars and all of this clout as related to being a prince, it's clear to me he doesn't understand what it means to be a man. Because again, a man who understands his role as God's steward, a man who understands his role as a leader, a man who understands his role as an authority figure. When he goes out of his homeland to another land, he's going to have a plan as related to what he wants to do, where he wants to go, and he's going to make sure that he has things set up like his own residence, because when you have your own residence, you have a place that you can call your own. And when your woman is looking at you with your own place, she has respect for you, because when she sees you have your own stuff, you and your own place, it means that she's going to be secure. And when a man goes to another land and he starts setting up his business contacts and business platform, it shows that woman that she's going to be secure as well, because he has provided a platform for how they're going to be provided for, how they're going to be cared for, how economic resources are going to come to the household. And this is the building blocks and the foundation of building and establishing something in a man has to establish. Because when a man goes out here, he's not just going to run out here as related to the feelings of a woman who says that she can't handle whatever is being presented to her. No, he's going to tell her that if we go somewhere, we're going on my terms, and my terms are about making sure something is established first before we go anywhere. And we're not going to go someplace where I'm going to be in somebody else's place, because being in somebody else's place and being in a place where I have no connections, this is, again, a position of weakness. Because yes, your Meghan Markle is out here working, but your Prince Harry, he's not in a good place, and this place is not a good look for him as a man. And any other man out here, he's going to tell you the same thing, that when you are in another man's house and you are not in the position you're supposed to be in, that's a position of weakness. And when you are in a position of weakness, that is where that woman is no longer going to respect you. And when a woman does not respect you, she is going to express her contempt for you. And when she expresses that contempt for you, it's either going to be where she, again, is either making the slick comments at you, verbally abusing you, attacking you, and this is going to escalate into eventual cheating on you, because your Duchess of Ratchetness is out here on these go-sees, seeing all these rich producers, seeing all of these actors, and she's looking at this prince and saying that he's in the role of a Pookie, and she's looking at him and she does not see him as somebody she respects. So this is what your Prince Harry really isn't thinking about. And while some people will say, oh, you have an issue with Meghan Markle, no, I don't have an issue with Meghan Markle or Prince Harry. I see a teachable moment for all of these young brothers out here, and a teachable moment where they can learn something about relationships, and they can learn something about being a man in a relationship. Because if I see a situation like this of Prince Harry or your messy Jesse Williams, I use that event as an opportunity to go out here and teach these young brothers out here so that they can understand where they're going to stand in a relationship and where they're going to stand if they participate in such an action. And when you have a dude sitting up under his woman, that's not a position a man wants to be in, because when you are in that position, you are not in a position where you are going to be respected. And respect, again, is something paramount for a man. If he does not have respect, he does not have love. And if he does not have respect, he's not going to get any cooperation from that woman. And if he can't get cooperation in the relationship, then the relationship isn't even worth his time. So I see where your Prince Harry is in a bad situation. I have no issue with Prince Harry, but I have no issue with Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Ratchetness. I call it as I see it objectively. And when I look at this situation, I see a man in crisis, and I see a man who doesn't understand that he is headed down the road to divorce court sooner rather than later. If you want to avoid being in a situation like your Prince Harry, you can pick up my book, The Man Crisis, and in that book you can learn about male life skills and male survival skills. And if you also want to learn how to avoid predatory females like your Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Ratchetness, you can pick up my book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, and learn about the simp paradigm and how it always leads to failure for men who come from a submissive position and look to gain the attention and approval of women. And if you want to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.